thirdpopmma.com. We're here at Lock in the Cage 7 with Scott Heckman, just coming off his unification title victory. Just give us the quick recap. You won over Brian Jackson, very tough fighter. He definitely put up hard defense the whole fight, but you were all over him. He did not get much of a chance to mount any type of offense. Give us a run through from your perspective of that fight.
Going into this fight, we knew that it was going to be a tough guy. We saw his other fights, fighting out in Hawaii, Locked in Cage 5, and we just knew he was going to be an all-around tough wrestler, or a tough fighter. So we trained the same, with the jiu-jitsu, with the wrestling, and we just changed up a little bit more stand-up, getting a lot of practice in with Kenny, a Muay Thai instructor, and we figured if we can get that any better, our overall fight game is going to be so much more dominant, and that's what it showed out there.
And you definitely came out hard in that first round. You had what looked to me like a real tight anaconda grip on him. Or no, I'm sorry, he had on you. Yeah. How were you feeling phased at all from that?
Absolutely.
Was it an anaconda grip? And then he had it from an awkward angle. He rolled around into it.
Well, what I did is I took a horrible shot, just a fake shot, and I didn't fully commit, and it was wrapped around tight. I would start going out a little bit. I was like, I'm going to fight through this, do whatever I can, and I felt his arms getting a little weak. He blew his arms out, and I just dominated from there. I figured I'd capitalize on it, and that's what I did.
And you were all over him on the ground the rest of that round. And then the second round, I expected the same thing, and you came out and you looked pretty nice with the hands. Was that part of the plan, or did you see his hands hanging down a little bit low? Or?
You know what? We came out in this fight. We're going to keep the game plan the same. We change every single fighter a little bit, but why take away from the ground game? I want to surprise them and surprise everybody else that I do have hands. I'm not just a wrestler. I'm not jiu-jitsu. I can stay on my feet if I have to. I stayed on my feet for a little bit, and when I felt, the pressure off me, that's when we took it down on the ground.
Nice. And can you just go through that closing sequence? Now it was like an anaconda grip right at the end?
It was a Darce choke.
Okay.
All right. Basically, I softened them up. You can feel a fighter when they almost are at that breaking point. And, we condition so hard so we don't have that breaking point, mentally, physically. And when you feel a fighter do that, you need to capitalize. And he made a small little mistake, and I capitalized on it and submitted him.
And just a quick run through your background. You come from a pretty good wrestling program, right? You wrestled collegiately?
Yes. I had a full scholarship to Bloomsburg. Was there for a year. Then I transferred to East Stroudsburg and ended up graduating at East Stroudsburg. And
now you train out of
Revolution Academy with head coach Anthony Contuno.
Great. And do you have any prospects? Do you have any idea what you're looking for next? I mean, any guys you're gunning for? Or?
Our biggest thing right now is in the next few months we're going to make a cut down to 135.
Wow.
And
is that going to be a tough cut for you?
No, absolutely not. This cut was really easy.
Where do you walk around at?
Maybe 60. And I have a great nutritionist, George Lockhart. He's out of Virginia. He does a lot of Lord Irvin guys.
Okay.
Mike Easton, Brandon Vera, and stuff like that. But I want to go down to Bellator, Zach Mikowski, and also take from there.
Wow. That's fight I think we'd all love to see.
Absolutely, I agree.
So are you looking for a fight at 135 locally before you to try to get yourself some publicity at that weight class, or do you think?
I think showing myself here tonight at 145 should be enough, recognition to show that I can compete at 135 pounds at the next level.
Nice, man. I think you're right. I hope we get to see one more local fight out of you before you're running around Bellator. But great fight.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
you taking the time, man. Can't wait to see you fight again.
Great.